You need to get your little brother straight up and down. He up on Snapchat. He up on TikTok. He up on Instagram. He up on every single social media platform trying to show different personalities of himself. And we don't want to see it. Now you need to go ahead on and tell him to get up off of social media and then strip it down. We don't like the way you dress. We don't like none of your outfits. We don't feel like you're worthy. And we'll never take it back, nigga, straight up and down. You already know what it is, me. Go. And listen to Rod can't stand you straight up and down. God can't stand you straight up and down. You always hating niggas straight up and down. So I decided to hate back niggas straight up and down. And you need to listen to Shree, man. Straight up and down, listen to Shree, man, riding around. Cause that's what we doing, riding around looking for you and your homeboy stripping down. Cause we know y'all not outside and y'all keep on talking about beef. So you need to go ahead on the Shree, man, you know what I mean, IG, and go ahead on and link up with him. We're gonna drop the community tab to the song. We talking about riding around, nigga, straight, cause you know that's what we gonna keep doing. Now go ahead on, bring your face here. Now go ahead on what? Get your face right. That's what I said, nigga. Get your mind right. We need to talk about NBA being 10. You already see what's going on, yeah? Yeah. Now, Shree J knows the truth. We did an interview together. We had a talk, and it was a long talk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead on, pull up the interview, listen to what we saying. And, you know, for a brief moment, you know, it was word through the wind. You know, something had happened to Ben 10 around that time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, 3J, say he was standing on it. You know what I'm saying? And I heard through the wind that, you know, something as well went down with him. Now, when things go down with certain artists, you know, people try to downplay it. You know what I'm saying? And say nothing didn't happen. They did the same thing with NBA KD. You know what I'm saying? When that first happened, you know what I mean? Whatever incident, you know what I mean? That may have led him, you know, into a wheelchair, anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing with being 10 is, recorded that, you know, things happened to him. You know what I'm saying? But then he ended up popping out, you know what I'm saying, with a story post. You know what I'm saying? Now, popping out with a story post is half the battle. You know what I mean? If you're not in the story post, you see what I'm saying? Actually moving around saying stuff. You know what I'm saying? He just posted something. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the Dunway News caught wind of it. You know what I mean? If you follow Forever 10, you would see that he made a story post and stuff like that if you're keeping it updated like that. Now, the thing that people don't understand is when and how did something happen with NBA being 10. Now, it wasn't too long ago where NBA being 10 was actually, you know, with his cousin and, you know, things happened, you know what I mean, RP, you know, to his cousin. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he was with him. And, you know, NBA being 10 actually, got, you know what I mean, hit in that situation. So it's like people have been, you know, out there being 10 for some time. Now, word through the street, you know what I mean? We don't know the number, but like I said, it's definitely, you know, a bag on them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, people going to recoup, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, certain people that didn't get down with being 10, you know what I mean? They'll spread it out throughout the city as well as, you know, being 10 click. So it's like you can see what's happening inside BR when, you know, people come out with certain stories saying that certain people got touched. And we sit up here and we wonder, is it true? Because they didn't pop out, you know what I mean, up on this story as soon as we would think they was. So this is actually, you know, a post of me bringing light to it and saying that, you know, if I took in part of anything that wasn't accurate, you know what I mean, my bad, I was wrong. I want to say that early because I was one of the ones that was told soon as it happened. You know what I'm saying? Now 3J put it out and, you know, a lot of people, you know what I mean, bit the bait because like a lot of platforms were saying stuff happened to Ben 10, you know what I'm saying? We put the video out then as far as like, you know, what people were saying. But now it comes out that he put out a story post and like I said, that don't mean didn't nothing happen to him. You know what I'm saying? What it means is he just posted a story post. Anybody could have posted that from his page. But until Ben 10 comes out and say, ain't nothing go down, then we got to assume what we got to assume. And that's all I'm saying. That's the reason why I'm making this video. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole 100 mob. Y'all got to get in the comments, man. And we really got to talk about it because it's like, they saying ain't nothing happened to Ben 10, but Ben 10 made a post and, you know, he didn't pop out on the story post. You feel me? So it's a lot of people that still think, it is something going on with NBA being 10 and something did happen in some type of capacity. But then it's others that's just saying that, it's word through the wind and he actually is doing okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, people was thinking P. Youngin a while back, something happened to him where he wasn't even, alive. You feel what I'm talking about? And now he popped back out after he, rode that wave of, something actually being wrong with him and nothing never was. So being 10 may be doing the same thing from our knowledge. Like I said, we'll see how things go when things surface. But right now, we got to call, it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just because he made a story post doesn't mean that didn't nothing happen. But it did mean that, he showed face as far as coming out and making some type of noise to say, hey, you know what I mean? I'm still here at least in some type of capacity. It doesn't mean didn't nothing happen. You know what I'm saying? Things have happened to being 10 before. Being 10 has been the person allegedly on the other side of that before. As far as like, doing stuff to people, allegedly. And getting things done. You know what I'm saying? He definitely a shot caller and he definitely an OG inside the 4K Trey camp. You know what I mean? So y'all got to put that in y'all mind as well. So with that being said, it's the 100 mob, man. I'm out, man.